Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Of course, my right honourable friend is absolutely right that many of the people who are fleeing from this appalling murder mayhem, from war crimes and from breaches of the international rules of war, they want to remain as close as possible to the areas from which they have been driven, so that when this appalling catastrophe is over, they can return. But will she keep in touch with our European partners on both their practices and procedures, so that we help these desperate people who our constituents are rightly intent on us assisting, and to ensure that we are part of a coordinated and effective European response to this horrendous humanitarian crisis?
Speaker, my right honourable friend is absolutely right, both in his comments but also in terms of the coordinated approach that must be taken. My right honourable friend has also spoken very clearly about the response within the region, and it is very clear that families want to stay in the region. And on a daily basis, Mr. Speaker, I'm receiving calls from my counterparts, from Ministers of the Interior in the region, who are asking for aid to support those families that wish to stay in the region because they want to go back home. I think that's a really important point to make. The ambassadors in the region are saying this as well. And of course, my honourable friend has asked me about the EU in particular. I'm in constant contact with Commissioner Johansson, specifically in terms of how we can support the region, but also countries in the region and Ukrainian nationals in the region. And it is the need to have that coordinated response, which is so important, which also, Mr. Speaker, speaks to the point as to why the British government, through the whole government effort, are providing, yes, aid, financial aid and support, but also practical aid and equipment to many other countries in the region, on the Ukrainian border, that are actually asking for direct help and support from us.